we're going to talk about the DNA for life, and those are the natural laws, and Jason is going to come up and help us with those. Do you need those for Jason? Okay.
How you doing? I'm Jason Fisher. I'm the backside lead at Tanglewood Conservatories. As it out of my element, I'm not used to coming up in front of a bunch of people and talking, but they asked me to, and I figured I would grow from it, so here I am. Yeah! Natural laws are the laws that govern the universe. They're behind the success of every human on the planet. They would help us service our clients at a much higher level if we learn to use them correctly. I was going to go over a couple of them briefly and show you how they tie into your everyday life and business. The first one I was going to go over is the dirt in the gutter principle. It stems from one day, might get the story a little wrong, but I made up a little bit along the way. A boy cleaning his parking lot at his dad's shop, and cleaning it real thorough, sweeping up, cleaning up all the trash. And when he was done, he went inside, grabbed his dad, and said, "Come here, look." And his dad came out and said, "A little walk around, looks pretty good, but you missed something." The boy looks around and says, "What?" So I think I did a pretty good job. Dad replied, "You missed the trash and the dirt over here in the gutter." And the boy said, "That's not even our property." And his dad said, "But it's the first thing that somebody sees when they pull into our parking lot." And so if you realize that there's, sorry, I lost my spot. At job sites, when we set up jobs and we have our team go out there and building, you want to keep your job sites clean, you want to keep your guys dressed well, have all your safety gear on, and you want to look good for your clients. That way, when they come home, and see all this construction going on, and everything's, tore up in the front yard, from the building, they feel good about having you there, working for them. And, we want to make sure you give them a good impression. So you try to capture things, the small details that you normally wouldn't look at, and use those to your advantage. The second principle would be a warm belly rub. As a parent, you learn a lot of tricks to keep your child calm when they're crying. If you don't teach these tricks to the person that's going to change their diaper, then you can have a pretty angry baby making a lot of noise. Some of these tricks could be not laying the baby on the cold floor, lay them on a towel, tickle them, hug them, play with them. Sometimes you might just have to rub their belly. This creates a comfortable experience for him and forgets all about the uncomfortable diaper change. When we're dealing with a client, we want to find out what they enjoy doing, what they're interested in, and what they, if they have kids, animals that they enjoy, or do they like to smoke an exotic cigar or sip some fancy wine. These are great bits of information to know, so you can calm them down if you start getting razzled because of construction happening at your home. A lot of times, you can take time to learn what soothes them. You could keep the client on your good side by showing them the way, showing them that they are important to you. The third principle would be the cluster principle. This one states that for every person that you know that is looking for a product or service from you, they tend to know anywhere between 3 to 9 more people that are looking for the same product or service. If you can tap into that and get them to refer those 9 people, and you get one person out of those 9 people, you could double your business. Now, all of these principles together, if you use them correctly, oh, sorry, I missed one principle. Principle number 4, the potato chip principle. Mark, you might know a little something about this. This principle comes from a 9-year-old boy who used to deliver newspapers. One day he was on a paper route and remembered that his mom loved sour cream and onion potato chips. He hadn't gotten her any for a little while, so he decided he was going to pick up a bag. He took them home and gave them to her, and when he saw her face, he just felt wonderful. She was enlightened and started to cry. Then she kneeled down and said, "Mark, someday you're going to make a woman very happy." If you understand why this is important to get to a woman's heart, then you will have no problems with this principle. Listen and learn from your customers what makes them happy, and you will be able to use this principle to your advantage when it comes to creating a client for life. All of these natural laws work together to help turn potential leads into a client for life. Your clients will love how much attention you give them and how you show them that they matter to you, and they're the most important part of the process. So how well do you pay attention? Can anyone tell me which natural laws I've gone over? Yes?
Dirt in the gutter, warm belly rub, cluster, and the funny thing is I forgot the last one. Potato chip principle, yeah.
Very good. Can anybody tell me what the first one was? What the basic principle is?
Oh,
Dirt in the gutter, and that was make sure that the area is clean, even if it's not yours, because it's important how your job site appears to anybody walking by.
Yes, you want to capture those small details that you normally wouldn't capture, or you wouldn't think that people will notice. If you capture those details and use them to your advantage, then you could definitely help you turn a client for life. The second one, which was warm belly rub. Anybody tell me what that one was?
Find out what comforts them.
What's that?
Find out what comforts them.
Yes. If you figure out what comforts your clients, you can use that to your advantage by talking to them a certain way. If you use the personality masteries, and you can read the people, and you know how to talk to them, or you know if they're in a bad mood, or you know if they're in a good mood, you can use that to your advantage when you call them or when dealing with them face to face. The third one was the cluster principle. Yes.
And the cluster principle is that people that you have contact with know 3 to 9 people that are probably looking for the same product or service that you are. So if you can get that referral, even closing one of those, you automatically double your business.
Yes, very good. Thank you. And the fourth one was the potato chip principle. And can somebody tell me what that means? Yes.
Listen and learn from your clients, what they like. Listen and learn from your clients.
Yes, very good. Thank you. I think that pretty much wraps up mine. Does anybody have any questions?
Beta.
Yeah. Because I know you worked really hard on this. I think it's really cool, and you did a ton of research on the natural laws. Did you find one that resonated most with you, whether you were like, wow, I should really put this in motion, or wow, I was doing that and didn't even realize it?
Well, actually, you know what? I have an answer for that, but then, the more I think about it, I think all of them actually resonate with me. If you think about putting all of these together, you could really do amazing things for helping you create clients for life. And I think you could definitely benefit from reading the rest of the natural laws and learning them, and using them in your everyday life. Does that answer?
Good that.
Anybody else? Yes.
I was just curious, the difference between the warm belly rub and the potato chip, is it that the potato chip is spontaneous, or, because they seem somewhat similar to me?
They do. Actually, a lot of the natural laws, to me, seem similar also. Mark, can you clear that up?
That was my mom on the potato chip, and she taught me the secret to capturing a woman's heart. And so that's really complex, and it's all. Oh my gracious! My oldest daughter and my youngest daughter taught me the warm belly rub, and it's like it's taking our unconscious confidence and figuring out, like, we're transferring how to change the diaper when we're not putting all the things that make it a raving fan experience. And so they're similar, but they're very, very different as well.
All right. Anybody else? Yes.
I would say that the big difference for me now listening to this, one is more physical and the other one is more emotional.
Yeah.
Physical need and the other one is emotional
Love
need.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. That's wonderful.
Could you please say that again?
Wonderful.
The first one is more physical need and the second one is more emotional.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you.
I was thinking with the potato chip, sometimes we always talk to people, we never listening skills. Your listening skills, your client may say something, and then you walk out and that appears for them. That's very impressive.
That's great too. Thank you very much.
Yes.
You guys have been a great audience. Anybody else? Thank you.